Axie Infinity is all the rage now, and that's totally understandable considering how one could earn a significant amount of money through simple gameplay. However, the price of these Axies have skyrocketed, making the barrier of entry rather steep. But that's exactly where Axie Infinity Scholarships come into play. Let's find out more about Axie Infinity, how to set up a scholarship program to generate passive income. Number 7. What's Axie Infinity? Axie Infinity is an NFT play-to-earn game that lets you earn cryptocurrency in the form of small love potions, or SLP. These coins can then be converted to pesos or any local currency. The game has been blowing up locally in the Philippines and internationally due to the possible earnings you can receive from playing the game. Axie Infinity is a growing universe of games and systems that use Pokemon-like characters called Axies. The game itself is a hybrid of card-based battle systems and turn-based combat, where each Axie has their own unique abilities. Like Pokemon, Axies can be categorized into many types, specifically 9 types in the world of Axie Infinity. At the end of each match, the player earns SLP, which acts as the game's experience points. Using SLP, which are ERC-20 tokens, players can then breed their Axies to create more, and can choose to either use them for future battles or sell them for profit on the marketplace. Each Axie's unique abilities comes from their genes, and breeding Axies results in the digital offspring inheriting certain traits of its parents. Around 50% of traits in the offspring are inherited from its parents, so users can mix and match different types of Axies by grinding to create the ones they feel will hold value. Each Axie can be bred a maximum of 7 times, so as to avoid hyperinflation of the digital creatures on the platform. Number 7. How does Axie Infinity earn revenue? Players are required to have at least 3 Axies at any given time to initiate a battle with either other players online or with NPC characters. New players need to buy Axies from the marketplace in order to start playing the game. And like any platform built on top of the blockchain, Axie Infinity's success relies on how many people are using its resources. The developers claim that the game has generated over 13,000 ETH, which roughly translates to over 16 million in USD revenue so far, with a steadily growing player base. Axie's business model is based on the play-to-earn mantra, which means each player is rewarded for their engagement with the game and the larger platform as a whole. Also, there are many ways in which players can engage with and earn profit from the platform, like competing in PvP battles to win leaderboard prizes, breeding Axies and selling them on the marketplace, collecting them and speculating on rare Axies such as Mystics and Origins, and farming for the love potions and selling them on cryptocurrency exchanges such as Uniswap and Binance. Number 5. Axie Infinity Scholarship. We know this play-to-earn game lets you earn cryptocurrency in the form of small love potions, and these coins can then be converted into currency. The game has become viral due to the potential earnings capacity it has. However, not everyone has the money or time to play the game consistently to earn SLPs. This is where the scholarship program comes in. Scholars can play for managers to help them earn and get a cut of that sweet SLP income. Scholars are people who want to play the game but don't have the monetary resources to do so. They're essentially bankrolled by managers who face the opposite dilemma. They have a lot of resources, whether cash or Axies already bred, but don't have the time to play with them all. A scholarship is exactly what it sounds like. A manager gives scholars some of their unused Axies so they'll play for them, splitting whatever the earnings the scholar gets while playing the game. That's why many entrepreneurs are building their Axie Infinity teams and Axie Infinity scholarships. Number 4. How does the Axie Infinity Scholarship work? The Axie Infinity Scholarship takes place through a completed form in the Discord app. Players log into Discord, a voice-based app, to play games and chat. Therefore, the player community negotiates scholarship through voice chat. The owners of Axie Infinity characters are looking for reliable players to help them earn money and upgrade the characters. Once the scholar and manager join forces, a rule is established to determine the earnings per month in the account. The most frequent rule for monthly earning or goal would be a few hundred SLP tokens. Otherwise, the partnership would be suspended. The account owner and the player who rented it could split the profit by up to 50% for each. Thus, the player who borrowed the Axie account must meet the monthly XP and SLP target determined by the owner. So the player who rented the account from Axie Infinity pays the account owner in percentage. That is, they split the SLP tokens. This is to the advantage of both. The owner also determines the day of the withdrawal to transfer to the player who played during the month. In order for you to get started on the Axie Infinity Scholarship, either by renting accounts or creating accounts for rent, you will need to buy the game tokens, mainly the Axies cryptocurrency. For this, you could use secure brokers such as Binance or Uniswap. Number 3. How to apply for an Axie Infinity Scholarship. The prerequisites to apply for the scholarship include access to Google Chrome or Firefox, a MetaMask account, an Axie Infinity account, a Ronin wallet account, and, of course, Axies to lend to scholars. Investors or managers will be the ones to procure the Axies from the marketplace, so reading up on the current meta to know what's viable for farming is necessary. You can't simply buy the cheapest Axies available since many of them will not work efficiently in arena PvP, where SLP is earned quicker. Remember, the more SLP the scholar earns, the better your team's income will be. So once the prerequisites are in place, you could start applying. To apply, a user must look for managers or Axie community members who are actively looking for scholars. Social media platforms such as Discord, Twitter, and Reddit are good starting points, as is the CoinGecko Axie Scholarship page. Number 2. How to transfer Axie into a scholar account? If you happen to be a manager seeking scholars, here's how you could set up the scholar. Just create an account on Axie Infinity for the scholar. Then, select the type of Axie you would like to send the scholar. Now, fill in the Ronin wallet address of the scholar and send the Axie into the scholar's account. Save the account QR code and give a copy of the same to the scholar. It's also important to build an efficient and reliable management system to ensure that your earnings and the scholar's experience is as smooth as possible. A tip to manage things in a simple manner include using the same username for the scholars' accounts to make management easier. Other smooth tips include tabulating the usernames and passwords for each scholar account in maybe an Excel so you can easily manage them. To use tools like Axie.beer to track SLP earnings and create a vault account to store tokens or unused Axies. Number 1. Final verdict. The Axie Infinity Scholarship 2021 is a popular way for you to gain passively with or without investing anything. This is especially interesting for Axie Infinity account holders who don't want to play or don't have the time to play. The account rent is nice, but remember to get scholarship rules and goals for your scholar. Scholarship account managers can create multiple accounts to boost their passive earnings from the game. After all, Axie Infinity rewards its players with SLP. So creating multiple accounts means you can have multiple scholarships. However, be careful not to create the same name. This is against the rules of the game. For scholars, there are many organizations offering scholarships out there, with some offering a better payout scheme than others. Before signing any contracts, be sure that you're comfortable with the profit-sharing model. Do be aware that there are some exploitative scholarships out there that tend to pay only a minimal amount to scholars. These should be avoided at all costs. With such high demand for scholarships these days, securing one for yourself may be hard. However, with enough grit and determination, obtaining one is definitely not impossible. The Axie Infinity game is becoming more and more popular. Thus, it's worthwhile for players to use a scholarship to maximize their earnings. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts about Axie Infinity? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed watching the video as much as we enjoyed bringing it for you. See you next time. Goodbye.